5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That couch? That's like a homeless person's nightmare.
Huck it.
Gnar Couch Podshow. Full sense stupidity from
Fucking Rob. It's been waiting for that
Gnar
for 2
Couch
weeks.
is the gnarliest.
We're bumping that show.
I have.
Like it's baby making time.
The Gnar Couch Podcast is for people of scum.
4 riders, dust clouds rise, stunting under Utah skies.
Here comes the mix. What did he say the song was?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your heart rates up. Oh, slightly elevated. It's turbo time.
He's dancing now. He's on there.
10 miles every day, motor on, no delay, full assist, feel the breeze, burning watts, zero knee. Who rides hard? I ride hard. Who trains smart? I train smart. What more? Turbo. What more? Turbo. What more? Turbo mode, let's go. 10 miles strong, but the scale won't show. Turbo mode all day. Pizza slice for the protein, okay. Diet soda, donut stack, I ride more, so I balance that. If the weight won't drop, I know the code. More power, turbo mode.
What kind of music did you say that was?
Reggaeton?
Reggaeton?
Yeah.
Is that what
Reggaeton.
Bad Bunny's reggaeton?
I feel like this is more like
Is that Italian?
this is like house music, right?
I don't know.
whatever all the I don't know.
I don't even leave my house. How would I know what house music is?
I don't know. I don't
What do
even
people
know
listen to now when they go to the club?
I think it's something
I don't know. I
like,
haven't been to a club in a long ass time.
Yeah, but don't you like once? Isn't it like once you go black, like once you go to the club, you're always there or whatever?
I mean, I still kind of would like to go, but I'm too old and I don't want to be up that late. And if I'm going to be up that late, I'm just going to be up that late on my couch.
you just saw him dancing, he'd be the creep in the back.
Yeah, he's got that vibe for sure.
Be the only one dancing.
I mean, who says I didn't have that vibe back then? I
I feel like-
was just in the front in the DJ booth instead of being in the back.
You wouldn't even be able to see him because he's wearing all black.
Yeah.
Just be like a head floating around back there.
just be an envy hat floating around.
Who's this crazy Jewish godhead guy back here? Just floating with no body.
See, back then I didn't always wear the uniforms while I was DJing. I just I would wear like nice club clothes.
I tell you what, that's probably your mistake.
What are those?
Yeah, what are club clothes?
I don't know, a nice button down, a good pair of jeans. And
Was it blue?
It's literally what I wear for
my
it.
shirt.
Yeah, like the blue button
These
down
are
was
pearl snaps,
super
but-
popular.
Maybe the blue
We're
button
having
down.
3 conversations.
So I had a few that I would rotate depending on the DJ gig, and it was usually I had cufflinks and I either wore dress pants or like the nice jeans instead of like the jeans I wear now that make me look like an old man because I am. But yeah, his good shoes, nice pair of jeans,
The kind of
nice
jeans
dress
that
pants.
show that dump truck.
Oh, the dump truck was on back then. Oh, there it is. I said the F word for the
Was
first
it
time.
clapping back then?
Second time.
Perry's got some work to do. He's got to edit those out so YouTube doesn't cancel us.
I'm gonna actually edit some in there.
It's funny. It's kind of like when you get some disease when you're a kid or you get the shot before it, you don't notice it. That's what Rob's F-bombs are to me. I didn't even hear either of them.
They don't even exist. Jimmy's keeping track.
Yeah,
He's got a clicker over here.
Jimmy's keeping score.
I wrote that song because I'm buying an e-bike next week.
Are you?
Yeah,
Are you buying a
new one. Yeah,
Revel?
yeah.
Well, you talk to Adam.
A what?
A Revel?
No, I'm not gonna get a Rebel.
Dude,
Damn.
No, I want to, but even with our deals,
$3,000 would get you a pretty sick dirt bike.
Yeah.
you're right.
Just saying.
What?
Yeah, I've looked around.
See, I like Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like Jimmy.
Speaking of dirt bikes, our guest tonight is a former professional supercross rider.
Yeah,
Motocross
that's pretty
rider.
cool.
Motocross.
Yeah. More,
Sorry, that's what I meant. Motocross. Sorry.
more skilled than any of us.
She's
all of us
fucking more
combined.
skilled, without a doubt.
Why do these people come on our show? Doesn't make
I don't
any
know.
sense.
She's been on here twice now, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
She did the group show with TDS for TDS last year, and now she's on again.
Yeah, this is the single show now.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she's a single lady, right?
she is a single lady.
Oh, look out, guys! Single lady on the show. Don't tell. You know what? Why did we tell them?
I don't know because now now. I'm sorry, April. You're yeah.
It wouldn't stop anybody.
I don't think the people that watch this care if somebody's in a loving relationship or not. They
Yeah.
find to ruin lives.
I feel like this show is the bridge to sexual harassment for some guests, including Seabass
Yeah, absolutely.
and Ryan
Especially-
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I feel like Seabass though. It was more of a. What do you call it when you go and tell people all your secrets and they tell you how fucked up you are?
Like a confession?
Therapist, like
Oh,
a therapy
therapist.
session for him because it seems like he's been violated before. You know, the way he talks about it. He talks about because he talked about that couple that came up to him and tried to get him.
Oh,
to
yeah.
sleep with him.
Yeah.
Well, since we can't get any guests, we have him on again next week. So
No, we have. We're not going to announce it until he responds to the most recent email I sent him to make sure that he's
Gotcha.
still good. I don't want to. It's a big one, and I don't want to overpromise.
gotcha.
He did confirm. He
Rob's
did
used to
confirm once.
over-promising the big one.
I mean, this
Been doing that
this
for
is
years.
True. I mean, I am wearing the shirt that Eric got me for.
Oh wait, I want to see it.
you haven't seen it?
Yeah, show the camera.
Yeah,
What's it say?
it's hung like a tuna can.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Eric and I were at lunch and we came across that and we're like, buy it now.
I was right up there with my Sex Limit 69 shirt when I was in high school. My girlfriend hated that shirt.
Mr. Zog's sex wax back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that one too. I still use sex wax on my
nice.
hockey sticks.
Nice.
Smells like grapes.
Nice.
Wasn't expecting hockey stick.
No, I wasn't.
Speaking of hockey, I
What
gotta
is sex wax?
I gotta say the most excited I have ever been for any win on any team ever and any gold medal was hands down the U.S. hockey team winning gold this weekend.
That was a great day.
I never get up early.
Men's and
ever,
women's.
both. Well, men's was the one that I would because the women have
I
done
watched both.
amazing the last few years.
What's wrong with you, Rob?
Dude, I was psyched for
we were
them
talking
too.
about
It
it.
was expected.
It was expected. The women's the OT winner at the women's goal, that was one of the prettiest fucking
That goal
goals.
was sick.
That was that just slipped out. I'm sorry. That was one of the best
One of
goals.
the prettiest.
And here we have it. Yeah, dude, I lost my voice after that whole situation.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, all the people who hate the USA hockey team wish their men would lose their voice too.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah,
There's a lot of anger in the room.
Real anger there.
Real.
Like, why are you people all so mad? It's a gold medal.
It's a gold medal.
Stop it.
They're like it's countries competing against each other. You're supposed to be stoked.
Yeah, that was. I levitated off of my couch and landed in front of my TV, screaming fuck yeah!
I feel like on the
top of my lung.
on the show, you don't even get to know the real me. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll get to know the real me.
Yeah.
Especially if you make it into that close friends zone.
Once the green tab starts flowing through.
yeah, once you see that,
I remember when Rhino added me to his green group like years ago. I was like, here we
It's a
go.
sacred place
I
to
don't
be.
know if I'm in anybody's
Yeah.
you're in mine.
green tab. Oh, good.
You're in mine. Yeah, Ryan's in mine. Yeah,
I don't even have
Maybe
one.
April will want to be in mine.
I don't have one.
I just share everything with everybody. I don't
Yeah. Well, because you're cool.
Yeah, that
I don't give a fuck.
so cool. Oh, I posted a video of me doing turns in the dirt.
It's awesome.
Cool.
It was cooler than anything we've ever done.
Right?
I'm back, boys. I'm riding.
I saw.
Hell yeah, dude. Psyched for you.
Good for you.
Except then I found that my broke is forked right in half.
Yep, that's what happens.
Your fork?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, just the axle where the axle bolt goes on.
Ooh. Oh, no.
And it's that fork is seen.
A lot.
Well, I mean, that's the your XT, right?
Yeah, and the one I've had for 5 fucking years.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
That like for that fork to go through what it's gone through and still be where it's at, and
Probably.
That's the fork you broke your wrist on, isn't it?
No, I was on my
No?
downhill
Oh,
bike.
okay.
That bike's just shoved in the corner of my storage unit ever since that happened. Nope. I'm gonna ride that one ever again.
I'm going to sit here and see if anyone figures out that now's a good time to do an AXT read.
No, I was waiting for us to continue it.
Smooth segue.
Yeah,
I am pretty psyched because ever since
I was just wondering why you were so quiet looking at us.
Just like, is anyone going to be like, speaking of EXT?
Well, I was gonna say since the last show, I got my Arma from them, and I haven't ridden it yet, but I'm so fucking pumped for that shock.
But it's still so fucking good, right?
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm just like pedaling around my neighborhood and playing around, like popping off curbs. They're so good.
I haven't tasted dinner yet, but it's the best I've ever had.
That drop at Pirates Plunger is going to be
Pirates
history.
Plunger.
It's not going to know what hit it.
Well, I'm on an actual like free ride / DH bike finally after years of not doing that.
Well, thank you to EXT.
Thank you to EXT for sure.
And also thank you to
TRP.
Yeah, we love TRP.
Yeah, Terps.
Yeah.
Terps. I'm so psyched.
My TRPs are so sick, and then I brought them. I got the gold ones, and I took them up to the bike park a couple weeks ago, and some kids saw them and were like, those brakes are so fucking sick, bro. They said it exactly like that. Like they were an old man trying to lure someone into a van. That's how they said it.
I got to finally see your new build when we did some work at OBP, dude. That thing's sick. The brakes look amazing on that thing.
You saw his new build when he walked in with that tight shirt.
I know. He's wearing an extra medium shirt tonight.
Speaking of, you posted something about almost 185 pounds.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, easy work.
Yeah. It's easy for all the fat guys.
Right.
He's officially a twunk now.
That's true.
He's gone from twink to twunk.
What weight does that happen?
About her.
Right around
Whatever's
in that zone.
just below me. Whatever.
Considering the size of your calves, that is pretty amazing.
It is. But I got the pop on the calves.
You do.
Which is kind of crazy.
It's just from the calf down, there's like nothing.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Also, I have chicken legs. I'm not going to lie.
Black legs.
It's not fair.
It's usually what happens when you skip leg day every day.
That's the only day I don't skip. Like benching, gay. Not doing that. Yeah, so shout out to TRP. I love my new TRP brakes. I've got the Evo Pros. Yeah, those are so sick.
I love my old ones. I've had them for a long time, and they fucking still killing.
Yeah,
I got the DHR Evos on my Relay, DHR Evos on my Patrol, and the Evo Pros on my Bottle Rocket. I'm so excited.
I don't even know the model that I have.
You got the DHR Evos.
That one.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
They
what
don't have all the adjustments of the brand new ones, but
yeah, I have like the
They're
trail
awesome.
ones or whatever. There's still the DHRs, but not the, I don't know what. But
I
it's
made
got
them.
I don't know stuff.
Trail Evos.
Was it Trail Evo?
Yeah, those are really
Those
good
are good
brakes
too.
too.
They got the fatter lines.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Push some more juice in there. I have the finger strength to do it, so that's why
I've
I got
seen
those ones.
Well, you just have long fingers, so you're strong. Like you're not actually that strong.
But you just said it. I'm strong. It doesn't matter where the muscle is. My muscle's just spread out. I have a lot more of it. It's just more spread out.
So he pulls the lever with like this part of his finger.
Right? He's just got more leverage. That's all it is. It's just physics. Not even that strong.
I actually do it with my pinkies. I move my levers all the way
All
out.
the way out.
I run them backwards. hit it with the pinkies. That's how good TRPs
That's,
are. You only need a
classy.
pinky.
TRP. You only need a pinky.
They're on my new bike too, and they're going to be sick. So I'm very excited about that. DHR Evo's on the new bike too.
What new bike?
Marin Rift Zone E2.
Oh, that's the e-bike you're buying?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. That's got the EP8 Shimano.
EP801 and 140 in the rear, 150 up front.
That's a perfect e-bike.
It's a good bike for me.
Yeah.
It's the right one for me.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the right one for everyone, but it's the right one for me.
Nah, good. Like that's a good.
Poppy fun.
Yeah.
Good time. See, I had a
Poppy
180.
fun.
I had a super long travel e-bike, and it freaking sucked.
A
Sorry, I
super
was
long
trying not to
travel
swear.
e-bike?
It was 180. It sucked. It was not fun to ride, and I weighed 60 pounds.
I remember that thing.
My Relay is 170 in the front, and then the rear 180 in the front, and it's 43 pounds, and it rides amazing. I love it.
It's half power, right?
Yep.
My regular non-powered bike weighs over 40 pounds.
It's because you're stronger than all of
I'm
us.
at like 38.
Let that sink in, brother.
And big love to Crank Brothers.
Yes, very much grateful for them as well.
You got their wheels, correct?
Wheels, pedals, shoes. About to buy flat pedals and shoes so I can go the flat pedal way on the free ride bike. I'm very excited about that, actually.
And we like all these things because we like them.
Yes.
We need to disclaimer that, not because, I mean, pretty much anyone will give us things that we want.
Yeah. At this point, it's actually funny how well people respond to us asking for things.
Yeah.
They don't want to like officially be sponsors, but they will give us stuff to talk about.
They're like, hey, don't say our names.
You can say our names, but don't say that we really support you because we don't want to get canceled.
Welcome to my life. Here, we got you. No,
Except
don't worry
for
about
EXT, they don't
Hey,
care.
you got stickers? Don't worry about those. We actually just ran out. You don't need to run one of those.
Find us online at gnarcouch.com, and we got a new article up there again this week, and also at patreon.com/gnarcouch. There was something said before the show started today that it's Patreon only. So yeah, I mean, it's stuff you're not going to hear on this show. You will hear on our Patreon. And so I want to get to our guest because she's been sitting there for a little bit, and we don't want to keep her waiting anymore. Guest tonight is April Zastrow. She's been on with us before. And you wrote out a bio here, I see. Now, she helped you on this bio?
Well, she sent me some notes, and I put it in chat with with some direction, and came out with this and sent it to her, and she liked it.
So this is like 2 pages. Do I have to read all this?
No. It's just some info.
Is there a voice that you guys want me to read this in today?
Yes, your radio voice.
Which one? I mean,
Casey Kasem.
Like Casey Kasem or radio?
Boss Jock.
Boss
Jock?
Hey, guys!
So, wow, I don't know if I can pull that one out. All right, here we go. April, thank you for joining us. April Zastrow is a professional mountain biker, content creator, and lifelong action sports enthusiast whose journey spans motocross, gear design, and mountain biking. Known for high-energy personality, which I love.
It's like that part's not in there.
Just like me. Relatable social content and inspiring approach to progression. April has built a large digital audience. Well, God, I can't read all this, dude. This is a lot. April has a lot of followers. She's fucking cool. She started in motocross, where she raced the women's pro, starting as a teenager, and then she started designing stuff for motocross gear. And then from there, like a lot of motocross people and BMX people, they're like, maybe I won't die as much on my mountain bike. I don't know if that's her story, but I know that's a lot of people's story.
And I can attest to, in person, she is a very cool, kind human being and a great person to talk to around the fire at TDS.
And then she now does content creation and community inspiration through social media and YouTube. Her channel is April Ride MTB, and it's grown. I like how there's a TM behind this.
Is there? Trademark.
I was gonna steal it till I saw that. Because
I can't. Damn it.
Yeah, I have blonde hair. I was going to body double her and see if anyone noticed. It's grown into a hub for writing adventures, technical progressions, gear reviews, race vlogs, and positive motivation that helps riders at every level improve and stay stoked on bikes. Single and focused on life, riding, and adventures. And she has an addiction to all things extreme. And that's where this all comes from. So
she's a killer river surfer, too.
Oh, welcome to the show for the second time.
That was quite an intro. Thank you, chat and guys.
Hey, you wrote part of it with the notes you sent me.
Yeah, which parts did you write? What were the most important parts to you? Did we get them all?
I think you covered it. We're done now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think that was a pretty good start.
And it was none of us except for Chat and Rob, so we just call it Chat GPT.
How long have you been saving that one up?
For a few seconds. I didn't want to interrupt anything.
Oh, that's so good.
Like, everyone stop talking so I can say this one. Where's the moment? Where's the moment? Where's the moment? Bomb dropped.
Chat GPT. I'm using that.
So you've become friends with some of our friends and Rob through TDS, correct?
That is quite the place to go and nobody's gone. But yeah, I started as a spectator and I got really inspired the year prior. And I felt like I wanted to race. And so last year I raced and got on the podium, which was really fun. And now I still need to sign up for this year, but I'm excited for that.
Nice.
What do you think is like your favorite part of mountain biking now, coming from motocross? Do you enjoy the racing aspect of it more? Do you find yourself like more leaning towards like the jumps and free ride and bike park type stuff? Like what really gets you going?
I think like in general, I'm pretty much a mutt in life where I don't focus on one thing too much. I seldomly race. I pretty much usually do enduro, surprisingly. E-bikes, TDS, and hot laps are usually the ones I go to. Very fun. But I do gravitate towards freeride too, because I really enjoy the people that are in that segment of mountain biking. They're just like so cool, and I love jumping. I think that's from my motocross background. It's just more fun, and also I think I like scaring myself, I guess, because I'm always scared.
Yep, you'll do that.
But also like always challenging myself. One thing about not being the best is you always have room for improvement. But the biggest thing in mountain biking from my experience is feeling like I've inspired people, especially through YouTube and my journey on it, where I started on there showcasing from being a beginner rider to where I'm at now. And so that's like the best thing about mountain biking is inspiring others and sharing my journey online.
Yeah, I was actually talking about you with my wife today, and that I'd really like my daughter to meet you, because I followed Instagram, all that good stuff for a while now, and watch your progression through the sport and other things, and it's been really cool to watch your progression. And you're like somebody that I could see my daughter being like a person to look up to and role model, because she wants to start riding. She actually told me when we were watching Supercross a couple of years ago that she wanted to start racing Supercross, and I'm like, yes, let's do that. So it's cool. Yeah, like your progression over the last few years has been amazing. And also the dream, you just hit the big jump on Dreamline. What was that like?
Actually, it was like pretty chill once you hit it, but isn't that the case usually? Yeah. Like, oh, that was way easier than I thought. But I'm actually editing a video on that right now, and I was like going over all the emotions again, and it's just always scary hitting something the first time. When you look at it, it's steep, it looks big, you're dissecting different things. But as a lot of people have said, bigger jumps are usually easier, actually. And I was measuring it. I brought out like a little laser measure that I got at Home Depot. And it was, the step down into it is, if you're like from the end of the lip to like the knuckle, around the step down entrance is maybe about 32, 33 feet. So you're jumping a little bit farther than that. And then the first main jump is about the same distance, but your air time is way up, and it's a lot steeper and just like a different thing. But once you hit it, it's really fun. But I still found myself and a lot of other people I noticed kind of dragging their feet to get up there. But then I found some people that hit it first time and they just lapped it. I still find, have you been to Port Gamble? I have not. I highly suggest it if you like big jumps and fun enduro racing and slalom. So I'll do the hot laps race at the end of May at Port Gamble. And I think that's the best intro to big jumps, especially in North America. Those jumps are around the same size, but they don't send you as high and they're not as steep. So that's why I think they're a good intro to big jumps. And those I want to lap over and over again. I did Hannah Bergeman's Hang Time, which was with all the girls event where we just hit those jumps. And I think I did about 100 laps, I counted. Nice. Just riding on my e-bike and just like couldn't get enough over the course of like, I think 2 days. The Port Gamble jump line, didn't Chelsea have a hand in building that, I think? Yeah, she helped kind of refurbish it last year, dial it in a little bit better. And I was a little hesitant at first because like, oh, like it's going to get scarier and steeper. But they really made it better. And there's a really fun Sharky into it. So if you like going left, like I do, that's really fun.
Nice. I can only turn left.
So hard.
If I turn, the only thing I've ever like actually whipped out to the left by turning right is that thing after the baby bender and the hip over by the old step ups.
So you're like an opposite of Zoolander.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
He can't go left.
Yeah, I can only go left. That one, like, it's big enough and poppy enough that it just kind of puts you into a whip. And I'm like, whoa, I can whip this way.
So that's like turning right, but like whipping left, right?
Yeah, turning right.
Yeah, so the Sharky is the opposite way at Port Gamble.
Okay, see, that's what I like. I like that. I like turning left, whipping right. They do look like they're very well put together. It looks like everybody had a bunch of fun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of times when you ride a bigger jump, they're made by people who are better, so the jumps are better. So they're actually easier to ride.
Usually. There is one jump here, though, that is like kind of our biggest, steepest jump at the local park. And it's kind of notoriously scary because like where it's at in the line, and you usually have to brake for it. So it's not quite trail speed. It'd be nice to change that. But usually big jumps are pretty dialed, like Dirt Merchant at Whistler, favorite line. It just goes.
I was going to say, it sounds like the Dirt Chef got his hands on that one jump. Local spot. It's like, let's make one of them way steeper and taller and bigger than the rest. And you're going to be going way too fast.
Yeah, we talked about it so many times, like the opposite of riding in Park City.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's only like a 10-foot gap, but you might die.
You might.
Yeah, you might.
Is the local at Eagle?
Yeah. The jump I was talking about specifically is called Kardashian Hip.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar.
Jimmy's very familiar with those hips.
No, not those ones. I do know Eagle Bike Park. And that's a scary looking jump.
Yeah, it's just the problem is it's too fast.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people end up over jumping it.
Yeah.
Where's the Eagle Bike Park?
Boise.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Just
Okay. Is that
outside.
the one you crashed on?
No, I haven't crashed there, but
Who crashed there?
I do have a problem overshooting jumps. So
I always say I'd rather overshoot than undershoot.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes it's not the best, but
Yeah, we had someone who crashed up at Eagle, a friend of ours, pretty hard recently.
Really?
I think it was last year. I can't remember who it was.
I don't either.
They're not my friend anymore. I'm not friends with people that crash their bikes.
I'm not friends with myself.
So we can't be friends then?
Nope, sorry.
Damn it.
I'm not even my own friend.
No one here is friends anyway. Said it before. We're all acquaintances. Well,
If that's the case, my mom's an acquaintance.
well, yeah. I mean, like, is like your whole mission then with all this? I mean, I don't know if you have like something that you have set in your mind as like a goal for all this riding and stuff. Is it just like motivating people and like helping them to overcome things and become better riders? Is that like your main inspiration for pushing yourself further now at this point?
Yeah. So it did start as how-tos with my ex, and more so it was really helpful doing it with him where he would teach me things. Now it's a little bit harder to teach people skills and stuff because a lot of times I just feel insecure about my own abilities to teach people, but I think I've gone pretty far. So I now mostly focus on inspiring people and the people that have followed me for a while, seeing where I started and where I'm at now, and they can relate to that maybe or have hope if they just see my stuff now. They can look back to see where I was. And then I've always kind of had this effect, even when I was riding dirt bikes, river surfing, where I think more likely than not, when people see a girl doing something, like men, children, women, they're more likely to be like, if she can do it, I can do it too. Because I think a lot of times I just don't look like I would be good at something or would be out there even trying it. So I love that effect that I can have it on not just women. And I've had so many people tell me in different sports, oh, you inspired me to do it. And like way back in the day when I was racing dirt bikes, I was at this one track that was newer to people, and there's this big hill climb, and I was on a 125 two-stroke, so they're not as powerful, and it was really sandy and deep, and guys are like, I can't do that. I can't believe you added that to the track, and it's right after the start. That's so messed up. And then the guy that was promoting it, he's like, well, look, April can do it. And I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15 or something,
Nice.
like ripping up the hill. And yeah, so I think just like my goal is to continue inspiring people and share and being vulnerable with what I'm going through. I definitely want to work on more on like sharing more about myself, but I've kind of always approached it as it's not about me. So
Yeah.
I'm always continually figuring out what do I do.
Yeah. What's been like the reaction? Like, have you had anything where someone has like written you? Like, we get these messages where people are like literally like, you saved my life. Like, we're like, okay, sure. Sorry. Cause you have to put up with us. But like, has anyone like been so positive to you or negative to you? Do you have one of each story that you could tell us?
I have a ton. Yeah. Especially during the pandemic when people were locked down and isolated. That's when I got some of the best comments of like, some people felt like my ex and I were their only friends and they're watching us through YouTube. And I've had people say, you saved my marriage, because it was like a good example of like how to work with your partner and teach things. I just had so many positive comments, honestly, mostly positive. And I love hearing that, like people saying, oh, my wife or my daughter or I started riding because of the channel, or I usually like to ask people like, what's your favorite video or what helped you the most? And then they share that. And so I just love to hear that stuff. And then the negative stuff, that all mostly came down to when a few years ago, my ex and I broke up and I stayed on the channel. And so I think naturally whoever stays is going to be maybe the enemy or the bad person in it. And he also went through very controversial health issues publicly. So that also made me the bad person in a lot of people's eyes because they saw him for one reason, some people. And then, and then I'm also in a man's world and I'm a woman. So I think a lot of people project I've had my heart broken by a girl, so you must have broken my heart. How dare you stay?
April, you get out of here with your blonde hair like my high school girlfriend. Enough of this interview.
So I've had a lot of negative comments towards me where people are just projecting their feelings onto me and what they assume happened with my breakup, which, like, honestly, like that stuff is never... like should never really be public. Like, why would you air dirty laundry like that? Or it may not even be that dirty.
Like, I mean, I can tell you why. It's because people are losers. So there's your answer.
They have nothing else going. I mean, it's just like the positive one. Somebody's looking for something, but they just have the positive mindset. And then you have the whole other half of people that have the negative mindset, and they're just looking for something to say, something to make them feel better, drag you down to their level. Yeah.
And they're like the kind of people like you're out there and you're riding and you do things to them. Like, you probably understand like the value of becoming better at things or like having a goal. And like, even if it's just for you, it's like a good, healthy thing to do. And like, you know, they're just sitting there keyboard warrioring all the time. Trust me, we get our fair share as well.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah. And they, of course, you could start a podcast. It's a great way to release the feelings. So it works for us, especially in the second hour.
It's always the single losers that want to give you shit about a breakup. It's always the people that suck the most at riding that are like, yeah, you guys don't even ride bikes. Then you like go look at them and it's like, dude, you can't even fucking jump 5 feet. What are you talking about?
Like, the number of people who told us we can't ride is so high.
It's pretty funny.
It's great. So yeah, if you ever need to like vent about it, we're all here.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come on whenever. Hop in the Zoom room. And I gotta say, from like outside of looking in standpoint, watching like the content before and the current content, I saw nothing negative about like the transition over to just you doing the content. I met both you and Kyle at TDS, I think 3 years ago. Because I met you 3 years ago, and then last year and the year before, and it's a very positive experience. You guys both very inspirational. So like I fuck the naysayers. Like that whole thing just seemed natural and like very positive, I think. And I think too many people just were assholes about it.
It's one of those things. Like, it's none of your business. That's a personal part of my life. I'm not here to share that part of it. You know?
And I think my favorite part was that you carried on the channel with like a very similar mindset. In my mind, I'm not in your head, but in my mind, like you carried on the channel in a very, very positive mindset and wanted to keep doing like very similar things. So good job on you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying my best to continue what we built, and I am very proud of what Kyle's doing in his life now. Mm-hmm. So it sucks that people project those things and they have no idea, but he's staying privately because he wants to. And if he wants to share, he will.
And
so.
I remember, not to get too deep, but I remember the whole, like, when everything happened and watching, because I was one of my favorite you guys are one of my favorite follows on social, and like watching him go through that journey and everything that happened, I felt for him. And Ryan Rodriguez had known him fairly well, I think, and spoke very highly of him, and like was like pulling for him in that whole situation. So anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the situation even was, but I'll move on to asking about motocross stuff, because we actually have no plan when we do any of these interviews.
Ever.
No.
Because it's more fun that way.
But I've noticed every person who comes over from motocross or BMX is much better at mountain biking than me pretty quickly. So what was your story coming over from motocross?
Yeah, so I started when I was probably about 12. I turned pro when I was about 15.
Oh, damn.
And then I thought I was going to be like so fast, and then I got humbled so quick. Like first pro race, I almost had the whole shot. Jessica Patterson used me as a berm, and then I went to getting lapped and had to work my way up. And I ended up finishing like 11th in the series so many years in a row. They made it my permanent number. So that's my Instagram handle, 11, and that's my race number. And not quite top 10. So I'm always just like good enough at things, but just not the best. And that led me into designing motocross gear for fly racing, which I did a long time. And they're like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the road from me right now. And learned a lot there. And like I even did X Games once, which was a really cool experience. Like the most I've ever felt like an athlete and equal. Back then, I don't know how it is now. I'm assuming the same. Everybody got paid equal, no matter what sport you're in, men, women, it was equal pay. And you had full access to go anywhere you wanted. So like if you had the athlete wristband, you could stand at the top of the half pipe and wherever. So that was really cool. And I still ride for fun. But yeah, I'm actually like designing a little bit right now. I'm making, working on a helmet graphic. So this is like printed paper.
Oh, that's cool.
So, cause I just got a bike painted and I just got some new helmets, and like, here's the last helmet design I did.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
That's cool.
Sick. Yep.
Yeah, it's a holographic base with glitter overlay that I had Slick Designs print in Europe.
I like that. I like the black strip on the back where the helmet just goes through.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So yeah, I had to make the template for this, and I'm thinking about making a video right now of like what my process is of making a template and graphics.
Yeah, people would like that. Yeah, for sure.
Going back to the motocross stuff, what do you think about the current progression with the WMX program and US Motocross doing more fundraising for women and trying to build the sport a bit?
Yeah, so it has been 10 or 11 years that they killed it. Like there was no women's pro at like nationals, and wasn't really recognized in a good way. So I was part of the pioneering before they killed it, where we went through many things, and eventually girls were on factory teams, and you could see the future with that you could possibly make a living from it. And I felt bad for the younger girls, because like for us, it was kind of like we didn't grow up with the possibility of like actually making a living and being on factory teams. And I was kind of later in the pioneering journey. And then when they ended it, I think that was like in 2013, maybe 13 or 14. I can't remember. Like that, the dreams are just killed for the younger girls that had been working towards it over the past however many years. And then they just, in my opinion, officially brought it back this year. They kind of brought it back last year, but I think this year is the first year back. And it's just been great to see that they're actually advertising the women. They're bringing them to Supercross races and talking about it. And that's what they need to do, where before I would get kind of upset that like they wouldn't really use us or like promote us well. And sometimes I'd have sponsors and I'd be like, why don't you use me? Like, why are you sponsoring me? And that's like a common thing I see with people. It's like, why wouldn't you use your asset that you have? And I think women are a great inspiration. Unfortunately, I think even like for the men, motocross is very old school and they kind of step on their own feet. If you guys watched last week with the lights and just making up rules, I'm like, oh, well, the light only counts if there's a flag too. And sorry about that. Like, we don't care. And just what they pay, like what the purse is for the men is ridiculous. Like, I think when I was racing, I think I got like a 7th place and it was like $70 or something. You didn't even get your entry fee back. But
Jesus.
And the men's, I know, is like really ridiculous what they even make for their entry fee. But yeah, motocross has a long ways to go, I think, and especially for women, like it's very old school, very man's world. That's why being in the mountain bike world is a lot more refreshing. It feels more equal. So I'm kind of out of the moto scene and I don't know exactly how it is, but I really hope that they treat the women a lot better this time.
Yeah. You definitely get that. I mean, you still see it a little bit in the mountain biking, but you have to really look for it. Yeah. It's, I mean, you show up and I'll go riding. I'll be the only dude there sometimes now. It's cool. I mean, and there's a lot of support with it. Anytime we go to the races, anybody that puts on a half decent race, there's really good support for it. And I think maybe that's why we come across as misogynistic to some, because we just don't see it that way. It's like, oh yeah, this is like just anybody's welcome. What do you mean? Like, what? It's mountain biking. We're in the trees. Just show up with a bike and you're in.
Let's go. Yeah. It's definitely the free ride thing. Like, show up.
Especially with that. Yeah. And that was, I mean, Chelsea and everything. And that was like getting to know her when we were in the desert every weekend, and she just started showing up, just started hanging out, started riding. Next thing you know, she's surpassing half the dudes we're riding with.
I can't even like express how much Chelsea has like inspired me.
Oh yeah. She's
just like, also she's a good person too. Dude, on top of that,
she inspires my entire family, and my wife doesn't even ride. She stayed with us for like a month this year, and my wife was like, damn, now I know why you talk so highly of her. I'm like, she's a great human being.
Matthew's iPhone, I know Matthew's iPhone is a big fan of motocross. He says they have time for SMX next. They also have time for WMX every Saturday night. That's his thoughts on that.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, I do like that during the Supercross races now that they're doing like a couple of interviews. They're doing a plug. They want people to watch those races during the summer, and it's cool, and especially as having a daughter who's wanting to get into different types of extreme sports, mountain biking, dirt bikes, things like that. It's good to see that that's more public and it's more available, and they're pushing for better time.
Yeah, you know what's interesting in the last maybe only year, maybe 2 years, but I've noticed it especially in the last year, the way men talk to me as a woman, where like I've always felt like men treat me as like, one of the guys, and like appreciate that. They don't necessarily treat you like differently, like kind of how you guys are alluding to before. It's like, yeah, you just like welcome everybody in, and it's like you're part of the crew. But I really noticed, especially I was just in New Zealand, and it's such a hot pot of pros right now. Like everybody there is insane riders, but the way guys talk to me lately, and I've seen them talk to other girls, is like without doubt, there's like, oh, are you going to hit that? Like something huge and gnarly. Oh, are you going to do that? Like, not like, I don't think you should do that. I think that might be a little too big, or like, oh, are you sure about that? And I see men asking women for advice, and I never saw that before. And even riding dirt bikes too, when I was riding in the fall last at a local track, I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was taking a different line in a rut, like the inside. And a guy came up to me after and he's like, oh, you're thinking about hitting that double. Like it was kind of like a roller to a single thing where it's like not a normal double. It's like more of like a hidden gap double thing where like, I was like, oh, dang, like I'm surprised he thought I was going for that. And he was like ready to give me a tow and help me out if I wanted to do it. But like in my head, I'm like, I feel like if I was on a 450 maybe, or like was riding track more than once a year, I would do it. But
what are you riding now? You're riding a 250?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a KX 250, and I'm just like so rusty on the track right now that like the first moto feels like I've never ridden before.
Damn.
But it also depends on how deep they rip the track and stuff and how muddy it is.
Nice. Jimmy just actually started riding himself for the first time in a while on dirt.
I haven't even hit the dirt yet, but no, I bought a O2 CR250.
Nice.
Old school.
Love it. And your daughter's got a KX450?
Yeah, I got her a KX450, so I'll have to have her watch April's channel and some of the older stuff.
Got her a 450?
I got her a 450. She wants to ride at the dunes primarily. So, yeah.
Well, now that we got Jimmy talking, he has a bunch of questions from our audience for you, and we can read what percentage of those on the first part of the show.
50%. I'm going to read 3.
I'm going to read 3. He's got a couple of questions.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, first one, let's say, if you had to be named after a different month, what would it be?
That's a good question. Maybe June. I like June.
June's good.
I like that.
You could be May, June.
My friend just named his kid August.
August.
Yeah. Thought that I didn't like it at first, but the more I thought about it, it's kind of cool.
It's good.
Call him Augie or Gus.
Yeah, like Gus.
Oh, you know what? There's 4 questions. Okay. And this is from Ryan Rodriguez. He says, what is the most squeaky part of your bike?
I don't know, because usually I can't hear over his bike.
Oh, and that's the truth.
Snap. Or snap at TDS.
Yeah. From our buddy Gabe, his Instagram is the Glampets. He says, which Rampage commentator would you fight? And which one do you think you'd win against?
It's a great question.
I fight? That is like the most random question. I don't think I'd win against anybody because I'm not a fighter. I would just maybe fight Nikolai because he's just fun.
It'd be like the funnest fight you've ever been in.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He seems
It would be like electric, high energy. He would be commenting the whole time. And so like I know his every move because he'd say it ahead of time.
I could see him going for a swing and it just being wide open, just and then into it. So yeah, you could probably dodge most of it.
And if you got him with a good one, he'd probably give you a compliment. he'd still be stoked.
If you gave him a good uppercut.
Like, oh, that was such a good punch.
That was such a good vibe too, bro.
Just look at how she's punching. I love it.
You hit him hard enough, he'll do a twister.
Oh, I love him.
Last question is from Midlife Christopher.
That's a good name.
That's really good.
He says, does April have any tips for visiting New Zealand?
Yes, I do. It's really expensive, but it's great. If you plan on camping in a van, because it is so expensive, especially in Queenstown, which is where I stayed, they have what they call freedom camping now. And it's very hard to find places to park. But if you're trying to camp in a parking lot, they have these blue painted spots where you can camp. So I had a lot of friends that had tickets when they first came because of that. And then Queenstown is a place to be, I think, for New Zealand. But I haven't been up north to Rotorua. That would be great. So
I don't think you can go wrong there.
No.
Yeah.
Probably.
How was your trip this year? Did you? What did you do while you were out there?
I just pretty much rode my bike every day.
Hell yeah!
It's an amazing place, honestly. The people, like I said, everybody's pro there. Like everybody is so good, and the people building the trails are really good builders. And it's insane how just like pretty much every corner flows, and there's side hits everywhere. There's corner, like my last reel that I posted maybe yesterday where I'm like, what? Like you actually hit a G in the berm, no brakes, just perfect corner. And that was at Skyline. And like from Skyline, you can just ride right over to Wynyard, which is where Dream is at, and Mini Dream. And there's mulch jump, airbag. And then there's a few other bike parks that are all close within Queenstown, or Queenstown. But yeah, it's just insanely fun and nice there. So many people to ride with too if you go during their summer.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff about riding out there. I've yet to go, but I wouldn't mind.
I'm going to ride with all those people from Lord of the Rings when I get there.
Oh, I'd be down.
I want to go to New Zealand half to ride bikes and half to be a fucking Lord of the Rings nerd.
I just don't. I've never gone for the pure fact that it's the cool thing to do, and you know me. I'm basically the hipster of mountain biking. I don't do it once it's cool.
I think you're pretty cool. There's that. I wonder if they think, like, when we see a Kiwi, you know how excited we get? Like, dude, there's this Kiwi down there. It's like, and we get all happy. I wonder if, like, they see an American or if they're like the rest of the world and they see us and they hate us, which is what I actually prefer.
Yeah, I like walking into an entire country and they just all stare at me. And when I show up with my facial hair like this, it's pretty obvious where I'm from. And
yeah, everyone knows right away where you're from.
Howdy, what you doing here?
Talk like that.
Do you know where the baño is?
We're like the Gen X of the world right now.
Yes.
I ask people that too. Like, what do you think? Like, is it attractive or like cool to like hang around American or something? But they say because they grew up watching TV and like movies, a lot of things are American and like American accents, so they're kind of used to it, which is weird.
That would be so weird to like not have your own stuff.
I mean,
yeah,
it's just
bizarre.
I guess,
huh? Yeah, if you
had to watch like English and like British movies all the time, that would suck.
I mean, I always watch
until they
Top
swear.
Gear. Top Gear's good. That's British.
Yeah, but if everything we did was like based off their culture, that would suck.
See, it's like British, but think of if you were like,
well, that's why we dumped the tea in the Boston Harbor.
That's right. Also, Clarkson's Farm spinoff, great.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
it's very.
I don't really like reality shows. But
anything he
that
does,
show's funny as fuck.
Anything he does is gold. It's so good.
And I don't like their accents until they swear, and then I'm like, that's pretty good.
But see, imagine like living on an island, like, you know, somewhere, and like you have your own culture and your own everything. Like she was saying, like you said, it'd be super fucking weird. There's like nobody speaking your language on TV. Nobody talks like you. Nobody looks like you.
Right.
Nobody. And it's just like, who are these weird creatures across the world that are making movies?
Who's that guy on Instagram, Slowjack? Is he from New Zealand or is he Australian?
Slowjack?
I love him.
Slowjack. Sloejack. Yeah. Anyway, my wife Katie saw him this week, and she is now in love with him.
Oh, he's great. I haven't followed him for a while.
It's just because of his voice.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've seen this guy.
We're gonna get into our second hour of our show. Before we do that, we always ask our guests before we have them do their sponsors, if they have a question that they would like to ask all of us. It can be a serious question or it can be a funny question. We've had a mix of both. I think the last couple have been kind of actually serious, which is really weird. But, so is there something you want to ask us before we move into the second hour?
Okay. Well, first of all, when I asked people if they wanted me to talk about anything, I had a few requests to shout out the Lot 5 gang. So if you've been to Whistler, you know what that is. And also if you're riding on a budget, you know what that is too.
Oh, yeah.
But good times in Lot 5 at Whistler.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think I have anything funny or to say, but just a question maybe for TDS. What do you think is better, being a spectator or a racer?
Being a racer, because you get to do both. It's like I feel like, but I was gonna say I haven't spectated, but I have. The year that I had my busted wrist, I only raced one of the days, and that's kind of hard. Because if you want to just fuck around, get fucked up, and watch people rip bikes, that's a really good time. But if you actually want to ride, it's some of the most fun racing you'll ever do.
I can imagine. I had the opportunity once to ride there, and I would have killed to be good enough to race there, but I mean, that whole place, just being there, spectating, hanging out, just being there is just so much fun. Because I mean, I hate to like use a current term, but the vibe is amazing.
It's vibing. I taught Bobady about vibes. It's all kinds of vibes.
No, I think that too, where it's like what Rob said, is like it's one of those places where if you do want to race it, if you don't have experience racing or getting into kind of gnarly stuff and you don't enjoy being on your toes for half the time and oh shit, I might die, then you much more enjoyable to watch it. But if you enjoy, oh shit, I'm about to die, I'm coming in too fast. But yeah, the whole mix of it is just awesome.
The entire time I rode there, I thought I was going to die, but I was having the most fun. Vigilante is hands down the best trail, most fun
just like
I have
top
ever
to
had.
bottom is
just
such a good
top to
time.
bottom. It's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
so much fun.
You guys might feel that way, but I have TRP brakes, so I never feel that way. Guys,
You can
They're
shut
that
down in a
good.
hurry.
I just don't use my brakes. Just make sure the pads wear all the way out.
Jimmy and I have never been, so we can't answer the question.
You gotta come this year.
We'll see.
I think I'm going to be in South Carolina, actually.
You guys can hop in my trailer and just ride it in the trailer on the way down.
All right.
I told
you can,
Eric that's what he
you
has.
can bring dirt bikes there too, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you could sign up and do the race on Friday.
Oh, that would be
The
an
Enduro.
adventure.
April, have you ever considered doing the
Oh
Enduro
yeah,
there?
April. Why don't you bring your bike? Go do it.
I did consider like that be the progression for this year and like possibly doing the dirt bike because I just got a One Up USA dirt bike rack.
I saw that on your profile. I was snooping. That looks
I was
nice.
like, now I can bring it. But then I watched Carson Brown's recap from last year, and I was like, they added a few gnarly enduro stuff to it that I haven't done enduro type of like tires and big logs, enduro, like rocks. I used to do Works Racing, which mixes that stuff, but it's been so long since I've done that I was like, I really don't think I would be able to get around the track right now. And especially if it rains again.
Yeah, it gets nasty. Well, and also it's like you're good enough to be getting on the podium mountain biking. And so if you're going out there and you're spending all day Friday on your moto, you're going to be toasted Saturday and Sunday if you like ride hard.
So, last question from me. So you're obviously racing TDS. You had mentioned hard MTB League. What else? What are your plans for the rest of the year this year?
Probably hot laps again too. So that's it for racing plans. I'll definitely be at like Sea Otter. I've been trying to hit up Cam Zink to go to his invitational. I'm not sure the timing of his event. That might conflict with Hard MTB, but I wanted to try to get into like a free ride event, like a smaller one.
Do you have his email?
Because Rob does.
Oh, look
But
at
I
this.
like
Ooh, Rob knows some big
And
guys.
right
Look
now,
out.
he just posted something right now that for the invitational, you can sign up to come and dig for 3 days or whatever.
I didn't
And
see it, but I
that's
saw
like-
something, yeah.
And that's like your invitation. Like it's like, hey, I want in. I'll come and help dig for 3 days within like a 2-week period type of thing.
yeah.
So I think that'd be fun.
Well, good stuff to
Looks
look
like
forward
good
to.
time.
Yeah. All right. Any sponsors you want to mention?
Yeah, of course. SR Sun Tour, One Up USA, Jensen USA, Shimano MTB, RE Bikes, and FSA is my new sponsor this year.
Nice, congratulations.
There's another one you added to the list. That's awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time. We love that you came on again. If you want to stick around for the second half of the show, you certainly can, but is not a requirement. If you do, can we even ask her the questions that we got?
Is there any
is
of
it
them
like,
that are askable?
like is
Jimmy's like, no.
Wouldn't be in good taste.
I'll stick around with you guys.
all right?
Awesome.
Yeah, well, Jimmy told me he wants to move the Baiku to hour 2 tonight for some reason. I'm not sure what it is.
Forgot my Blizz. It's in my truck.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, no Blizz on his face yet, but you can still go to enjoywinter.com and use the code SPONCHESMOM, SPONCHESMOM, and that will get you 30% off. Is that the right number?
Yeah,
I've done this in like 3 weeks. 30% off with the code SPONCHESMOM, SPONCHESMOM. That's for all of your eyewear at enjoywinter.com. And don't forget, you can use it on that sauna too. So save thousands of dollars on a sauna. I guess our code works for that.
It does.
As well. And we all wear Blizz. I think I got like 4 pair of Blizz now. So love my Blizz. Love Crank Brothers. We love TRP more than anyone in the world. And we love the XT as well.
Absolutely. And big
you
shout out to Highland Cyclery here locally. They've been really taking care of me lately. You guys have been taking care of me before. And they're doing good things.
Yeah, I got a helmet rather cheap from them
Yeah.
a couple years ago. So thank you to them as well. Check us out at gnarcouch.com. You can read our, what's the latest headline on this?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
you can read
the e-bike one.
Fat guy surprised he's still fat after intense training on e-bike.
Eating a piece of pizza outside of Casey's.
That's the greatest AI picture ever.
That AI picture is really good.
It is good.
Oh, funny side note. I tried an A/B test because people always bitch about the AI. I did just like a regular, like photoshopped composite photo. No one looked at it. Did an AI photo for this one, back into 6 digits again.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is crazy. So
It's pushing the AI.
it loves
stuff.
the AI.
Yeah, it is what it is.
One more shout out. Sebastian, normal, filthy.
Oh, yeah.
Sending us stuff. Excited to try his stuff.
Yeah.
That was quite the period-filled sentence. Sebastian,
it was.
normal, filthy.
Pause.
So that's
Pause.
like stuff to wash your bike, which I hardly do.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
now you can.
There's
Jimmy's
also,
like,
there's
I
also
don't need
lubes
any
in
of
it.
that.
Oh, there's lubes.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
lubes.
Okay.
I don't put lube on there because it just ends up collecting dirt. It's worse. So I just
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Like a good plan. Patreon.com/gnarcouch for as low as $4.20 a month. You can get the second hour of the show, which is sometimes very different than the first hour. And I think one of those times will be today.
Yeah,
So
likely.
you'll want the second hour as well. And we love all of our patrons. Thank you to all of them for helping us pay for the things that we do have to pay for. We love you from behind.
love you long time.
Very much.
Second hour is coming up. Did I miss anything? Can we talk about our guest?
Next week. No, we can't talk about that yet.
Yes, we can't talk about.
We can talk about it in the second hour. We can tease it in the second hour. We'll do
Okay.
a little bit.
It's a little premature.
Yeah. But he did
Bushy tells
agree.
me
He
every
did agree to come on,
We just
and he
haven't heard from
agreed to
him
the date
this week.
but we haven't heard from him for the final confirmation for the timing and everything for next week.
Okay, can we give a little hint as to who it might? You don't have to like.
He rides bikes.
Like, was he pro at anything?
Yes.
Bikes.
Yes, and I'll give the big tease. His brother was on the show once.
Okay, so if you listen, then you know.
Yeah.
That was a big tease. Mystery solved.
Wasn't even a tease.
If you pay attention, you know. And we've actually mentioned it like secretly before.
Yeah, I think it's.
We actually had to edit the show once because Chief said it out loud.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. All right, second hour coming up. Another song about e-bikes before we go.
I love how you're buying one, yet you're just talking all the shit well you can because it's coming.
Because I don't care. Making fun of stuff is awesome, no matter what it is.
Accurate.
Especially when it's e-bikes.
Excuses.